Alright guys, it's Jeff, I'm back again. Just gonna make a video really because I guess there's some stuff I just maybe even just need to say out loud and think a bit out loud about. And I guess it's that I'm in a little bit of a crossroads within my life at the moment in terms of, certain beliefs or so on that I've had. Now, sir, it's got a lot to do with, I don't really want to say religion, but maybe spirituality is possibly a better word for this. Now, perhaps to give a little bit of a background on, myself. Now, certainly wasn't raised religiously or anything. Never, never have been. I'm I went to go to school where, you had to go through daily prayers and stuff. It was a C of E school. And I think right from an early age, I sort of had issues with sort of Christianity. And I suppose probably, I think quite early on I would have described myself as an atheist. Now I might have mentioned in another video that I did that maybe the last couple of years or so, I sort of delved a bit into sort of paganism a bit, and sort of especially sort of like the heathenry kind of aspects of it. I've always, always been a lover of Norse mythology and stuff. I still love that stuff. I've got my Thor's hammer tattooed on my arm there, which I don't regret having done. But I guess I delved into that a bit. Probably for really for the wrong reasons, I think. And I think initially it had a lot to do with a relationship I was in, a long-term relationship, which ended a couple of months ago, and not a particularly nice way. I'm not going to talk about that. That's that's not for YouTube. But I think part of my delving into paganism had a lot to do with the particular person I was with at the time, and I kind of feel that that perhaps I delved into that in a way to please this person, and which I really think probably was the wrong thing to do. I think it's very, even if you're in a relationship with someone, if you probably shouldn't bend to things on sort of spiritual or whatever just to please this kind of person or whatever. And I feel that's kind of what I did, and I regret doing that. But I will say I possibly had some experiences with, experimentations with sort of meditation and rituals and that, where I had some experiences which seems sort of spiritual to me and made me perhaps question, a lot of my sort of deep-rooted kind of whole atheist outlook. Now, I think the thing is, I think I'm at a crossroads where I'm starting to swing back towards atheism again. And I think, I've always, even with some of these any sort of spiritual experiences I've been through, I've always applied a certain level of skepticism to them. Like, for example, if I had a meditation, or if I tried to go into meditation, a few times I had sort of experiences where I journeyed, and I thought it was, believed, that I was meeting perhaps certain deities or spirit animals or whatever that may be. But I have now, it was quite profound. However, was that a profound experience, or was that did I go into this with preconceived notions of what I was going to see? Maybe even if it was sort of subconsciously or something, and that sort of projected itself out within this thing. And I mean, that's a fascinating question, and I'm starting to swing a bit towards that again. But I'm not. I suppose I'm not entirely sure, but I am swinging back towards the sort of whole skepticism and kind of the atheism and so on again. And it's quite, yes, it's a bit difficult for me at the moment. I'm starting to, I should say, that perhaps a long time ago when I was like, really, I was real militantly atheistic and sensitive. I absolutely, just absolutely despised religion and so on. Just, you know, I really just did. You know, I've sort of softened on a few things over the years because, I don't know, it's not necessarily productive to go out and maybe just tell everyone that what they believe is wrong or something. I mean, I think you go down those lines, you just effectively you kind of become as bad as perhaps as people who try to force, who are religious people who try to force religion on you. Now, I'm trying to think this through a bit. I'm not. I'm just freestyling this video. So, okay. So yeah, I'm at that sort of a crossroads at the moment, and I think I am. Even though there's bit things that I feel maybe feel like I've made connection with certain things spiritually, that I have to apply that level of skepticism to it, and what reason is telling me something different. That and it's been a very difficult thing for me, and I think I'm starting to come away from. I'm starting to come away from those ideas again. I've also got a lot of friends from many different religions. I've got Christian friends, I've got Muslim friends, a lot of pagan friends, and it's certainly nothing against any of them. Love them all. But yeah, it's just kind of where I am at the moment. I don't know why. Perhaps I felt the need to make a video and maybe just talk out loud about it, because it's all this camera phone's all I've got to talk to about it at the moment, and have that sort of get a bit deep for a moment. So I'm even debating whether to actually upload this or not when I'm done. So yeah. So it's a difficult thing, but I suppose the one bit of advice I would give to anyone, though, that if anyone watches this and takes anything from this, is promise not to do what I did, in terms of trying to go down a certain spiritual path or something to please someone else. Especially, if because what happened to me when it didn't work out in the end or whatever. It's yeah. Yeah, I think it was a bad thing. I mean, I don't know. I don't think selling out is what I'd call it. I don't think that's the right word to use. But I almost felt like I was trying to force myself to believe in stuff to make someone else happy, and I think that's just a bad thing to do. So that will just be that's my takeaway from this. So yeah, okay. I'm probably going to stop this video in a second. This has been quite a deep and personal thing for me to talk about. I mean, if I do upload this, I probably will. let me know what you think in the sort of comments or whatever. I will tell you, if I get any ridiculous, if I do get any ridiculous kind of like, religious comments telling me I'm going to hell or any crap like that, they'll get removed. All right, so that's I'm just will do that. But yeah, I'm all prepared to have a sort of intelligent dialogue with anyone on this. Um, so yeah, so that was just my thoughts, and so that's there are things I hope people can take away from this. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna leave it there. All right, I'll see you guys later. Salute.